Sun cast a shadow, a digital line is coming over the mountain and over your mind. Double down your Bitcoin, hang on for the ride. We're moving into the future, one block at a time. We're moving into the future, one block at a time.
Welcome to Once Upon a Coin, documenting the ongoing history of blockchain and cryptocurrency. And as always, I'm your storyteller, Jason Cassidy. Today's story takes us back in time to the year 2014 when the altcoin scene was just getting underway. Several new innovative ideas for cryptocurrencies were popping up around this time, with arguably the most compelling being a small project out of Iceland that was looking to convert the entire nation into fully fledged cryptonauts. This is the story of Auroracoin. Let's start with the basics first. Auroracoin is a proof-of-work blockchain that's based off of Litecoin, and it comes with the eyebrow-raising feature of being 50% pre-mined. And there's a reason behind this, of course. You see, Auroracoin was built out of the financial crisis in 2008 that ravaged many countries around the world, including Iceland.
In Iceland, a volcanic eruption of the political kind. Angry protesters demanded the resignation of their prime minister when last week's sensational data leak revealed his millions of dollars of undisclosed holdings in Iceland's three biggest banks, which collapsed during the world financial meltdown in 2008.
The intent behind Auroracoin was to have it serve as a replacement currency for the Icelandic Krona, who had served a leading role as a currency behind all the misery that had impacted Icelanders. This was a message being sent to Icelanders to try and convince them to try out Auroracoin in the first place, given how badly their own national currency had served them in the past. And there was some belief that Iceland could be the ideal country to adopt a national cryptocurrency, given its low use of physical cash, its high adoption rate of financial technology, and Icelanders' love of Bitcoin. The project was founded by someone using the pseudonym of Baldur Friggjar Odinsson, who introduced his grand idea to the world via the Bitcoin Talk Forum on February 2nd, 2014.
Auroracoin's emergence coincided with Iceland's economic struggles stemming from the 2008 financial crisis. Amid these challenges, Auroracoin's purpose became clear: allow Icelanders to break the chains of financial dependency. There was an inability to use foreign currency, which severely limited the ability to purchase Bitcoin or other cryptocurrencies. So an airdrop for Icelanders would give them an on-ramp to the blockchain revolution.
The plan was to distribute half of all the Auroracoins that would ever be minted to all 330,000 people listed in Iceland's national ID system. This worked out to be 31.8 Auroracoins per person, for a total of 10.5 million coins overall, or 50% of the overall supply, thus the 50% pre-mine early on. And to claim your coins as a citizen was free of charge, and you could do so starting on March 25th, 2014. This was an important event because it was considered by many to be the first ever properly executed crypto airdrop in history. News of the project spread fast and furious from here. Of course, you didn't have to wait until March 25th or even be from Iceland to get your hands on some Auroracoins. You could do that right away since the chain was now live via the mining process, or you could find one of the exchanges that decided to list the coin early on. And a lot of people did just that. With the available supply of Auroracoin being very low to start off with, coupled with the demand for Auroracoin being pretty high given all the attention this idea was receiving, the price of Auroracoin went bonkers and reached an all-time high of $97 by March 4th of 2014. Crazily enough, this huge initial valuation that Auroracoin received temporarily made it the second most valuable cryptocurrency at the time, right behind Bitcoin. Taking a closer look at how Auroracoin was released helped explain the massive pump and subsequent dump of the coin. The block reward for Auroracoin was 25 coins every 10 minutes, and this amount of coins going to the miners was absolutely dwarfed by the 10.5 million coins that were pre-mined by the team to fund the airdrop. There literally just wasn't enough coins to go around early on, which led to the run-up in price. This is worth putting into perspective. The progression for most new successful projects is to start off slow, work your asses off, and eventually over time have some success and slowly climb up the ladder. But with Auroracoin, they completely flipped the script. Debuting with such a high valuation into the cryptosphere meant that literally everyone now had to start paying attention to them. As more and more supply came to market, the price only had one direction to go, which was down. And by May, just 2 months later, the price was now firmly under the $1 mark per coin. The price dropping precipitously wasn't good news for the team, but they had bigger trouble brewing. Well, this has been a pretty lighthearted story so far about some Icelanders who wanted to fix problems that they felt that their elected officials had completely and utterly failed them on. At the end of the day, this was still aiming to replace the national currency of Iceland. Things were about to get controversial. The first hints of this began to show up at various points in 2014 as Icelandic politicians began to warn the public about Auroracoin and what it was trying to accomplish, eventually labeling it as an outright scam altogether. Throughout the rest of the year, the price continued to sink, hitting a low of 3 cents before rebounding to the 20-cent level. And in 2015, things didn't improve as the price continued to flounder, putting serious pressure on the team to come up with some type of solution.
I believe that Auroracoin as a national cryptocurrency was destined to struggle no matter when or how it was implemented, as all ideas are that are ahead of their time. When considering whether a cryptocurrency could be used as a replacement for national currency, anything's possible if the will of the people support it.
Realizing that some serious firepower would be needed to promote Auroracoin within Iceland, Baldur, the mysterious founder, left a total of 1 million Auroracoin to the newly established Auroracoin Foundation, which was launched in March of 2015. The role of the foundation was to grow the awareness and adoption of Auroracoin within Iceland, while also supporting the ongoing development of its blockchain. A new team was built around the foundation who now had funds to improve the project. And by the time the next year came around in 2016, the foundation made good on their promise when in May they announced the debut of ISX, Iceland's first ever cryptocurrency exchange that would allow Icelanders to trade Auroracoin for the Icelandic Krona. The foundation was taking advantage of some good timing. Auroracoin was seeing renewed interest from the public after the Panama Papers exposed several financial scandals taking place in Iceland. It was a great form of marketing when coupled with the news of Iceland's first ever cryptocurrency exchange launching. If you were Icelandic and were getting tired of all the constant scams regarding the Krona and the top people involved in it, why not try out cryptocurrency for a change? This was big news to the nation. The head of the foundation itself, Peter Arnason, spoke about the impact that the ISX exchange would have in Iceland. He also had some choice words for the Icelandic Krona, making it crystal clear that for him and his team, it was Auroracoin that was going to be the future of Iceland. The exchange successfully launching was the much needed good PR the team was looking for, as it got quite a bit of press coverage. But you wouldn't know that by looking at the prices because they barely moved. And the rest of 2016 was pretty much the same story, as the bear market continued to put a chilling effect on the industry. It wasn't until 2017 that anything noteworthy happened on the project, and to be honest, that was mostly because after several years of dwelling in the doldrums, crypto was about to wake up from its slumber. It was time for the next great bull market in crypto to begin. And what a great time it was. The market action in 2017 was truly something to behold. They say a rising tide lifts all boats, and this certainly proved to be true in the case of Auroracoin, as it greatly benefited from all the new money entering into the industry looking for that next undiscovered gem. But while many other coins went parabolic at various points during this cycle, Auroracoin would have to settle for much more modest gains, breaching the $1 threshold after barely surviving underneath it for several years. As the calendar flipped over to 2018, the price briefly exceeded $2 US, and some people were wondering if the good times were back. Well, they weren't. And in a few short months, it was painfully obvious that the bull market was now over, and with it, all hope of Auroracoin ever making a comeback anytime soon. After this temporary reprieve from toiling away in the depths of crypto hell, Auroracoin once again fell off the radar, with its price sinking back down to its usually low trading range. It wasn't just the price that was the issue either. There was almost no liquidity to speak of, which meant that trying to buy or sell a lot of the coin could be rather problematic. This created a domino effect, as the worse the trading volume got, the more exchanges that decided to delist Auroracoin. And not being backed by big money from serious investors meant that there really wasn't much that the foundation could do about the predicament they found themselves in now. They did announce that they would shift their focus away from promoting Auroracoin within Iceland to creating new technologies on the Auroracoin blockchain, which would allow them to put their technical skills to work. And that's pretty much it. From here on out, the project really struggled. And to emphasize this point, The great bull market run of 2021, which put NFTs on the map and saw a number of great stories arise from the fungible side of things, did absolutely nothing for Auroracoin. I mean jack squat. The price didn't move at all, mostly on account of it only being listed on a few rarely traded exchanges. I wish I could tell you that some eccentric Icelandic philanthropist showed up and gave the project millions of dollars to work with, or that the Icelandic government all took shrooms and decided to swap out the Icelandic Krona with Auroracoin, sending it to the moon. But none of that happened, sadly, even though it would have been pretty damn cool, especially the shrooms part. Okay, anyways, while things haven't worked out too well for Auroracoin, believe it or not, the project is still alive and kicking, with periodical technical updates being made along with some light marketing support. So while Auroracoin didn't fulfill its goal of becoming the national currency of Iceland, I still wouldn't call it a completely failed project either. For one, they were able to airdrop almost half of the 10.5 million coins that were set aside for Icelandic citizens. Plus, the project isn't finished yet, so there's still a chance the politicians take some shrooms after all. Okay, I'm done with that now, I swear. But the point here is that there's still time for the Auroracoin project to develop into something that the nation of Iceland truly embraces one day in the future.
The anonymous developer chose the Icelandic rune for sustainable wealth as the logo for the Auroracoin project. So perhaps we can realize a future where not only the wealthy elite have savings in their accounts, where money is not only seen as something to hoard, and on-chain governance and elections empowering citizens and voters and politicians who are there to serve rather than to be served.
Auroracoin isn't likely to replace the Icelandic Krona as the national currency. You and I both know that. But I don't think it has to either. It made history with what it set out to accomplish, and perhaps more importantly, it got people thinking big when it came to the blockchain and what it can do for humanity. I hope you enjoyed today's stroll down memory lane. Until next time, have fun and enjoy life, my friends. I'll be back soon with another incredible story to tell you.